Hello, what is up everybody? Day 19 of the daily upload grind. If you guys could kindly leave that like. You guys have been killing on the likes lately. Aim for 100 likes in this video for some more videos on the way for you guys. Some of the comment section down below. What power forward build is your favorite on NBA 2K20? I looked around for hours trying to find these builds, but this first one is the third favorite. It's the build that I use personally as a power forward build every single day. This is the best rep build in NBA 2K20. It's pretty overpowered as well, in my opinion. I actually do carry a lot of play. I can score like 22 points at will on this build. But as you guys can see, we're a pure finishing power forward. With the physicals, I want to have a lot of strength so I can get them big bodies. I want to get them box outs. I want to be just a dominant force on the court. That's why I want to have a high strength, speed, and acceleration isn't really that good for this build. You want vertical and you want strength for this build. You want to be a big burly man. Now, the badge spread for this build, you have 29 finishing. Now, 29 finishing, you can get nearly every finishing badge that you guys need. Imagine this build at Legend. Yes, I'll be hitting Legend as soon as I get my account back. If you guys know any 2K devs to help me get my 2K account back, I really want to hit this Legend for you guys, man. I just want to hit it. But as you guys can see from this build, you got 29 finishing, 1 shooting, 6 playmaking, and 12 defensive badges. You can only have 12 defensive badges. That's the max you can have. That's why I didn't upgrade the defense all the way max, okay? I have the 51 perimeter defense just in case I have to guard someone on the perimeter. Now, playing around with the playmaking a lot, I was thinking maybe 5 playmaking, but I'm thinking at the end, 6 playmaking is the perfect number for a power forward. 12 defensive, you can get away with that. 29 finishing, you can do anything with that, man. You can just dominate any single build on this game. The 1 shooting, you don't really need to shoot with this build, obviously. Of course, you have like a 53 at max anyway with it, so you don't really need to upgrade that. If you upgrade your mid-range all the way, you get like a 67. But after you upgrade your maximum wingspan, your height, and all that sort of stuff, it all loses the touch that you get. But with a 39 midi, you get a 44 midi after you hit 99. But 99.9 is easy to keep, so you have a 45 midi, which you can actually hit a couple of shots. I got defined body shape. Now with the height, I'm going 6'10". I could go 6'11", but I don't have that driving dunk. I want to have them contact dunks off rip, so I'm going to go with the 6'10". Now with the weight, I was looking at max weight, but I'm thinking I'll be a little bit too slow and a little bit too sluggish with max weight. But my build I use, I have at 244 pounds, but I feel like he's a little bit of a bitch going for dunks and that sort of stuff. So I'm looking at if he's max weight, how beastly he would be. Obviously, when you go max wingspan, you want to catch all them bodies. You want to be out rebound, paint beast. I can out rebound paint beast on this build. This build is actually a demon, in my opinion. You can do everything but shoot. And then the takeover, obviously, you want your slashy takeover. As soon as you get that, you're going to catch every single body on the game. Because if you have Hall of Fame contact finisher with the contact dunks, you'll be catching every single body on the game. The build is called an Interior Force. You were Short Camp, Blake Griffin, and Julius Randle. You know Sean Kemp and Blake Griffin can throw it down on anybody. They are dominant beasts in the paint. Now, the finishing badges, this is each to their own, alright? This is what I would personally put on. Remember, you can change the badges to however you want, to your personal preference. Remember, this time of the game, you just want to be able to have fun on the game. It's not about grinding for rep or anything. It's about having fun. But I'll go relentless finisher, contact finisher, fancy footwork, lob city finisher, Hoff, goal relentless. I'll put back boss on silver solidarity because I think any higher than silver is a bit of a murder. Hall of Fame giant, silver pick and roller, and then bronze acrobat just in case I like mess with the layup and do like them silly layups, you know, or reverse baseline layups that helps it go in, you know, that sort of stuff. Like, you know, you're gonna think of outside the box with these badges. Now the shooting badge is you won't even unlock it. You just have slippery off ball. Because you want to strengthen your ability to get open off the ball. You know, you don't really need any other shooting badge. If you're at Legend, you have the 11 shooting badge, then you can do stuff with it. You know what I mean? I'll show you that build when I hit Legend, when I get my 2K account back. But these are the badges I have on my player. Unblockable, Needle Threader, Bailout Bronze. And then I have Gold, Quick First Stat. That's what I personally have on my build. Remember, as I said, each to their own and how you want to have the build badges to yourself. Now, the defensive badges, I have Intimidator Gold. On my build, I have Intimidator Gold, Brick Wall Gold, Chase Down Bronze, Rim Protector Silver, Rebound Chaser Gold as well. And then I think I have Bronze Interceptor on my build. You can obviously take away Bronze Interceptor and get rid of, like, you can get in a Silver Intimidator and have Pogo Stick Silver, which I think Pogo Stick Silver can help you on the defensive end for getting blocks and stuff like that. But each to their own. This is what I personally go with my build. So tell me in the comment section down below what you think about the first build. let's go on to the second build on the video, okay, guys? Now, this build, I played around with a lot of these builds. I looked for hours to find the best power forward builds in the game. It's so hard to find power forward builds that are good, that are not better on a center position, if you get what I mean. Like, most of these builds are better on center, but with some of these builds at power forward, you could be an actual really good build. Now, as you guys can see, the physical profile that I'm trying to go with is going to have a high speed with a high acceleration, okay? Because for this build, you're going to be shooting a lot, okay? You can play the point guard position on this build and stuff like that. That's what I'm looking at. Now, the badge spread I'm going to go with is 20 shooting, which you can do a lot with shooting. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my shooting badges in the end of the video. I'm going to have 16 playmaking with 6 defensive badges. Now, you can have, I think 16 playmaking is enough for a power forward position. I think any more than that can be a little bit overdrawn, if you know what I mean. And 6 defense, you can do a lot with 6 defense. I know people who play really good with like 5 defensive badges. 6 defensive badges you can get away with, okay? In my opinion, you can really get away with that. So as you guys can see, you're going to have a 78.3 after it, before I touch everything, like the height, the wingspan, the weight, and all that sort of stuff. But I'm going to put the playmaking takeover, just FYI, before I say that. Because when you get the playmaking takeover, you can break everyone's ankle. You'll be unsolvable with the dribble moves. Let's be honest. You'll be like a point guard at that point with the playmaking takeover. That's why I'm going to put it on this build. A 78.3 with an 81 mid. Really good. Your ball control's a little bit low, but remember, with the playmaking takeover, you can fix that. And with the height and all that sort of stuff, I played around with the height a lot on this build. I wanted to find the best way to have the best height, so then I can not lose so much 3-ball, not lose so much defense, playmaking, stuff like that. So it's each their own how you want to put the height. But this is how I personally will put the build as a whole. And then I'm going to show you the height, wingspan, all that sort of stuff. But a couple of like, there's a lot of powerful builds that are slept on in this game. Like, you make an interior finisher, which is an interior force, just with mid-range shooting, if you could do that. Now, with the height, as you guys can see with Define, that's my favorite build body type, you know what I mean? Now, with the height, you can go 6'7", you're really short then. 6'8", I think you're best of both worlds. And I think at 6'9", can be the perfect height for a power forward. Remember, small forwards are usually 6'8", 6'9". They can play the center position. So if you're like 6'8", 6'9", you can play the point guard or the shooting guard position or even the center position. You can play any position on the game, except for in rec center or pro and 5v5. You can't play the center position because you're going to be playing against big bodies. So you will need to be a little bit bigger for that. But this is for park, remember? This is to have fun on the park. These are fun builds. This build is actually fun to play with. On the park, you want to have a little bit of fun. Just like, you know, play around, have a laugh with your friends, sort of stuff like that. But I'm thinking 6'9" is the perfect height for this build. Now with the weight, I looked at max weight, but I'm thinking minimum weight, just a little bit up to 200 pounds on this build, because I don't want to lose too much vertical and I don't want to lose too much acceleration, if you understand what I'm saying right here. But with the weight, it's up to you guys. It's personal preference. I'm looking at 200 pounds personally for my taste. With a 72 vertical, 72 acceleration, sorry, 53 strength. You can get away with that. 52 strength, get away with that. Minimum wingspan, I wouldn't go with that for a power forward position, to be honest, because power forwards, you do want to get a couple of rebounds. You want to be just minimum. You don't want to have, what is it, T-Rex arms. You don't want to be like a T-Rex out here, baby. You want to have them big pterodactyl arms. You know what I mean? You want to be big body. So I think an 82-inch vertical, or wingspan, sorry, could be the way. Maybe one above. It's up to you guys how you guys want to play with this build. But this is my second favorite build on the list so far, on the top 3 builds. Now the takeover, as I said, playmaking or sharp. At the end of the day, I thought I was going to go playmaking, but I'm thinking going sharpshooting takeover, just to my taste. Because as soon as you get the sharp takeover, bang, you're going to be shooting everyone's face. But I really think that playmaking takeover is probably the best one to go with. But I would either go stretch, or sharp, or playmaking. It's up to you guys. It is called a stretch playmaker. Your Paul Millsap, Al Horford, or Daniela Gallinari. You already know the finishing badge we're going on with is bronze, contact finisher. Now, the shooting badges, half range extender, quick draw, hot zone hunter. They're the best shooting badges in the game. Deadeye silver. I'm thinking catch and shoot silver, hot start bronze. I was going to go Hall of Fame volume, but I think Hall of Fame volume is not really the way for a power forward, to be honest. The silver catch and shoot, I'm thinking bronze hot start would be the wave. And then you have gold green machine, as I'm going to show you right here. Because as soon as you have bronze hot start, you make one shot. Your percentage of the shot's going to keep going up and up and up and up, as long as you don't miss. If you miss, the hot start is already gone. So that's why I put it on bronze, so that you can make, as soon as you get hot at the start, you won't be missing any shots, man. It's personal preference on the badges, as I said. But that's the badge spread. I'm going to go with the 20 shooting badges on the build that I showed you right there. Now, the playmaking badges, you can't get ankle breaker, so I'm going to put Hall of Fame, Handles for Days, Quick First Step, and Space Creator. Next, I'm going to have Bailout Bronze, Unpluckable Silver, and then Needle Threader Bronze as well. I think Silver, Unpluckable is the wave, and then Needle Threader and Bailout, just in case you take like a stupid dunk or something. And then Needle Threader to pass through traffic, or you can put Bronze Dimer. It's up to you guys. It's personal preference of the badges that you guys want to have. But you guys always ask me on the build videos, what badges would you recommend? So these are the badges that I recommend. Of course, it could be different for everyone else. But as I said, you will be playing a lot of point guard with this build. If you play the 1v1 course or the 2v2s, you'll be playing point guard version. Or you play the shooting guard version on the park as well in the 3v3. So I'm thinking Rim Protector, Rebound Chaser, Intimidator, and Clamps are the badges that you want to go with for this build, in my opinion. So now let's go on to the third and final build. With the third and final build, this is my favorite one on the list so far, and I think this one will have the most fun on because you can do basically everything on this build. But I think the first one, in my opinion, the first one I showed you is the one that I use personally, so I'm a little bit biased on that build. The second one is what Duke Dennis uses, but you know, Duke Dennis is an absolute demigod in the park with that build. He's played that since last year. So if you're really good at stretch playmakers, go ahead and use that build if you're having a lot of fun on that build. Same with the first one, of course. This one, you have a bit of fun on this one, but I think this one's just the best overall power forward build in the game. So with the speed, you want to have a 78 speed, and then you want to have the good acceleration, sorry. So I'm thinking this, so you have a good strength as well, and a good vertical. Because you are a power forward, you want to get bullied too much in the post, stuff like that. You want to have a bit of strength. You want to be them big bodies. You want to be titanium in the paint. You know what I mean? Be like a transformer in the paint. Now, what we have is the finishing. We're going to have 1 finishing badge, 10 shooting badges, 17 playmaking with 20 defensive badges. Now, remember, these are 3 different types of builds, and they are different play styles, stuff like that. So I have 3 different ones for 3 different types of people, and I think that you have a lot of fun with these builds. 10 shooting, 17 playmaking, 20 defensive is great badge spreads right there. Now with the finishing, you do whatever you want in the finishing, man. I'm just going to go a driving dunk so that I can catch a body or two, maybe, if I just drive in there and, you know, just have my takeover or whatever and just dunk on him, you know, all in his face. Now, it's either driving layup, driving dunk, or standing dunk. I'm going to go with close shot, just in case I want to do a shot close midi, you know what I mean? People do them shot close midis and they go in all the time without even timing it. But have a look at your overall potential, man. It's just so good. Your attributes are high, your badge spreads are high. You're gonna have a lot of fun on this build, man. Trust me. The body shape I'll always go with Define. It's my favorite one. Now with the height, obviously I played around with a lot, man. I'm thinking 6'9" to 6'8", my personal opinion, sorry, but 6'11" or 6'10" looks a bit juicy. I'm thinking 6'9", but at the same time, it's just up to you guys what height you guys want to personally put on them. If you know what I mean, it's personal preference at the end of the day. I'm just here to show you what builds are the best to show you and to have fun on the park. But I'm going to go 6'9" with my build, okay? Personal preference. Now with the weight, I was thinking a max. But if you go minimum, look how much strength you lose. I'm thinking 80 strength or 79 strength could be the way for this build. So like 200 pounds is perfect for a power forward build. So you can bully a lot of people in the park as well. And you can probably catch a body with a 78 driving dunk if you really catch my drift. Because at 99.9, you won't barely have it. You need an 85, so you won't have it at that point. But I'm thinking max wingspan or 1 below max, so 85.9 wingspan, in my opinion, is the way to go. Now, the takeover goal playmaking. I want to have fun on this game, you know what I mean? I want to have a lot of fun. So playmaking, you can have a lot of fun in a powerful position, trust me. You can just break ankles. You can just be shooting a lot of shots. You'll be getting open a lot of the time. The build is called a playmaking glass cleaner. Charles, it's basically Giannis Antetokounmpo, baby. But you need a lot more finishing to be Giannis, you know what I mean? Giannis can finish the rim better than anyone I've ever seen in a powerful position. Finishing badges go on bronze contact. The shooting badges, you already know, gold, quick draw, range, and hot zone. And then you can have whatever badge you want. Obviously, you can have catch and shoot, hot start, green machine. You can even have silver hot zone and put silver green. I'm probably going to go catch, and then that's it. That's my badge spread for this build. Obviously, personal preference, but you guys always ask what is the best badge spread for the game. And then we have the playmaking badges. Obviously, handle for days, quick first step, space creator, unpluckable, bailout, needle threader, and maybe dimer. Obviously, as you see, a trend with the badges I'm going with, because these are my favorite badges to use in the game. Obviously, ankle breakers are there. I would have changed. I would have put silver space creator, silver ankle breaker, but you can't have that on a power forward. Sorry. Now with 20 defense, you're gonna have Hall of Fame Intimidator, silver in Chase Down Artist, gold brick wall, Hall of Fame rebound, and then you can have rim protector silver, bronze interceptor, poker stick silver, and then the rest of them is just personal preference. I don't know what to do with the last two. You can obviously have box bronze. I don't really use box in my opinion, because if you just get the position, you're gonna get the rebound anyway. You can put clamps on. You can get the Hall of Fame. You can have gold Chase Down and gold rim. But I think that is probably a good spread. Just silver clamps at the end of the day, just to have a little bit of fun on the point guard position. But that is today's video. Make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you guys have not hit that subscribe button. Please do. Almost at 44,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you made it this far in the video, type in the comment section down below. Go! Anyway, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.